From a young age, loyalty is something that's meant a lot to me. I've always made friends and then counted them as family, no matter if they were truly related or not. And that theme's really continued throughout my life. When I graduated high school, I spent 6 years in the United States Marine Corps, and then after that, it was 5 years as a full-time firefighter EMT. As you can imagine, the camaraderie, the family feel, and the loyalty was ingrained into who I became. So when I started Cornerstone, I knew it would be no different. We'd focus on bringing the family feel and loyalty to the people who trust us with their most valuable asset. It's why we look at every new property owner that moves forward with us on their project as a Cornerstone family member and provide them with a member care specialist that is there throughout the entire process to answer any questions or address any concerns that arise. It doesn't matter what your project is, commercial, industrial, or residential roofing, solar, siding, windows, or gutters, your member care specialist is ready to take your call at any time. We don't look at this business as a transactional business. It's a relational business that we're in for the long game. We don't want to work with folks just one time and never hear from them again. We want them to become a Cornerstone family member that can count on us for life and trust us enough to refer us to their friends and their family. When we started Cornerstone, I made a promise that you could find in countless videos from over the years. The more we grow, the more we give. We understand that it's your support, your referrals, and your willingness to trust us on your property that's helped us grow. So we're committed to continue giving back as we continue to grow. It's why we do Small Business Friday every week to support local businesses and allow our Cornerstone family members to get freebies from these local businesses. It's why we do cabin getaways, beach getaways, skydiving giveaways, and have funded over 12 high school proms over the years. It's why every year at Christmas, we do 12 days of Christmas to give back to our local communities. And it's why we support the Revolt Foundation to pour back into local youth by funding Life 101 events that teach underprivileged youth the life skills they need that they oftentimes wouldn't learn otherwise. It's because the community is our family. One massive differentiator in Cornerstone and other contractors is that we truly understand the main frustrations for homeowners and commercial building owners when choosing a contractor. I call them the core four, and I'll share them in just a moment. We know them not only because our earliest portfolio company started in 1970, over 50 years ago, and we've worked with thousands of property owners, but because we've worked with thousands of contractors across the United States each year to help them better serve their clients. We own the largest leadership development conference for roofing contractors in the world, RoofCon, that has over 5,000 annual attendees and hundreds of vendors. We've had speakers like Tim Tebow, John C. Maxwell, Ed Milet, and many others.
RoofCon is definitely the best conference I've ever attended, and I've been to several. We go to several every single year.
I bought the tickets. I said, we're going.
We attend events around the country pretty regularly and have found this one to be amazing.
Last year was a cool event, and this year it has grown.
This year they broke 5,000 tickets, so it's growing bigger and bigger every single year.
And it's a good time. It's a great experience, and really glad to be here.
We own roofing.com, a partner program for roofers all across the country. And we run a mastermind, Revolt, for contractors that's had hundreds of members over the years and served tens of thousands of property owners collectively.
It's truly amazing what Hunter and all his guys.
These guys are real, authentic people that really care.
Just a brotherhood and sisterhood, and Maggie and Hunter are just such great leaders. We really appreciate them, the structure that they put in place that just builds the passion that people have.
We built these platforms to help contractors develop as leaders and better serve their clients while also using it as an opportunity to better understand what property owners look for when choosing a contractor. Here's what we came up with as the core four concerns that homeowners have when choosing a contractor. Number one, lack of communication. Number two, being on time and finishing on time. Number three, trusting the contractor with their money. And number four, fixing the actual problem. While talking about how we want to make you feel like family is a feel good, I want to address your real concerns and make working with Cornerstone an easy decision. So let's talk about the core four briefly. Number one, lack of communication. Over the years, we've grown our team at Cornerstone, so there are multiple layers available to you, from an office manager to member care specialist to your project manager. If you need help or have a question, we're one call away. Number two, being on time and finishing on time. Oftentimes, homeowners run into issues with contractors being on time and especially not finishing on time. This is usually due to the contractor being stretched thin and not having enough staff to support their clients' needs. At Cornerstone, we have dozens of full-time employees that are dedicated to ensuring you have the best experience possible. Number three, trusting the contractor with your hard-earned money. Unfortunately, we're well aware of the perception many property owners have around roofing companies and contractors in general. With Cornerstone, it won't take much research to see why you can trust us to not run off with your money. We've been here, we're here now, and we'll be here the next time you need our help. You don't have to take our word for it though. Look at the hundreds of 5-star reviews from Facebook to Google and Better Business Bureau. We've won countless awards across the Southeast for being the best in the business and even verified by Google through their Google Guaranteed status. In fact, we're happy to give you a complimentary property report before ever receiving a penny, just as a value add that you can hold on to whether you use our services or not. And while we might not be the cheapest, we feel confident we'll add the most value to your property and provide you with the best experience. And number 4, the core 4, fixing the actual problem. As mentioned above, you could check to see what others have to say about our work, but beyond what I have to say and our members have to say, we've gained Master Elite certification from GAF, the largest and oldest shingle manufacturer in the country, due to the quality of our work, which is a status gained by less than 2% of roofers across the nation. In short, the Master Elite certification means that GAF, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, not only backs the product that we install, but they also back up our workmanship warranty when you decide to use one of their warranted systems. Whether it's the biggest of commercial projects or the smallest of residential homes, we've done it before and we're gonna do it again. So when you see those bright yellow trucks, or as some call us, the fellows in yellow, you can rest assured the team at Cornerstone is ready to take care of your project, whether big or small. I've covered a lot, but I'd like for you to hear it straight from those who have experienced what it's like to work with Cornerstone. Take a listen.
Cornerstone recently replaced my roof. And one day after a storm, one of my sons looked up at the ceiling above my dining room table and said, "Mom, we got a new spot on the ceiling and you need some help with your roof." One of my sons came to me and said, "I know exactly who you need to call. The reputation of Cornerstone is wonderful. I knew one of the founders. They're really good people and you need to call them." So from the moment I contacted Cornerstone, I felt valued as a person as well as a customer. My experience was wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I felt like from the beginning everything was above and beyond because again I felt cared for as a person. They literally wanted to help me. They kept in really good contact and were very prompt in all of their communications. Very grateful. This is not a huge corporation that is only about numbers. This is a business that cares about people.
I had my roof redone by Cornerstone here a few months ago. It was a smooth process. Really enjoyed dealing with Trey and the team at Cornerstone and would certainly recommend them to friends or neighbors in the future. We moved in almost 2 years ago and just kind of from some of the bedrooms upstairs you could see the roof line. And just looking at some of the shingles, they looked a little bit rough. Just from, seeing a couple of trucks around the neighborhood and then some neighbors down the street. Cornerstone was out there doing work one day and I talked to that neighbor and just asked, kind of what his opinion was and how things were going. He was happy with the work that was being done, complimentary of Trey and the crew. And so I got a hold of Trey and had him come over here and check out our house. Even from a sales process, there were options laid out to me, and there were some things that Trey kind of said like, hey, this, you probably don't need this. This is, probably more than you need, or, hey, here's the shingle you have now, and here's a couple different options. Like, you don't necessarily need the most expensive shingle, but this is something that's a little bit better and the advantages of it. So I just think, I didn't feel like I was being sold to. I felt like somebody was, looking at it as if it was their own home, or hey, it is their neighbor, it is their friend. Let me give them the best possible advice I can give them. You can trust them. You feel like they're doing what's in your best interest, and you'll feel good about, hey, yes, I have a chance to get a new roof, or know things are in good shape, and I'm good for the next X number of years.
All right, you heard it from the folks who have actually worked with us. I have just one more question to ask.
Are you ready to join the Cornerstone family?